and Champions League in the course. Now, me who da Adania Butu said, "Run I did that." Gradually, shaggy. But and then come the war, bro. But meet you for war for us.
Let me catch you.
There's a go for no official fraud boy so.
AC Milan.
Aye.
Mean you back.
Hey,
I told you.
He said, and you are saying, we mentioned a Godfrey Fermi, technician. How's if you mokayo? Say Milan for you. Timidie. Let me see, even me crown for me, so dear. Me can injure the NCA fan so much last hour. And you see, Rich, the thing is that AC Milan starts season or ball. They played well from the Barca away, so they go in the first minute. And it was an excellent storyline. January, final for one, Ayrton Jimenez and more as a centre forward. Oba and the Milan for this one, any out and out centre forward. Avara Morata Galatasaray. Tammy Abraham and Miss frame and physicality up top to do the job. So Jimenez is the man. Over the weekend, he scored in the Italian Serie A. One goal, the winner. In the first minute, Milan Eshe. And with what Roma Ibrahimovic about Milanisti, Snow, San Siro, and the fact that they will summon something to win. No. It was a perfect start. But Rich, you need me to see it. Not Theo Hernandez Aquaco dive or boxing, and then, red card, there he goes. And the game tilted. And I told him, and now I'm say Celtic are qualified. A friend is a final that qualify. Club Brugge qualifier. We say me can't see me catch Andy with you. Whatever happens, as a Chelsea bought Champions League in a season. Since 2021, Chelsea move you. And I know say Mekasa, I'm speaking for all the Chelsea fans who you say. You ever see ya? Mati said no, I say Enzo Maresca say oh, try don't win your results tomorrow. Chelsea has to play in the Champions League. You're passing comments, keke. Chelsea has to play in the Champions League next season. Whether Villa, Beba, Nottingham Forest team could Champions League at Chelsea both year. And there's a tendency of 5 teams about English Premier League in this season. Chelsea has to be there. And yes, protest now, boys, over you UK. Anyone say Ghana cry go for the Mubejima is our protest TV. Chelsea has to play in the Champions League. And then before the Champions League games, Liverpool, our English Premier League game, but against Tima, your friend Aston Villa away at Villa Park. In 3 seasons, Liverpool have been struggling to play against Aston Villa or Villa Park. And it sets the tone for the match that we are expecting to happen. Set Liverpool for number one. Me expect Liverpool echo away to Villa Park. They should be able to do their job after Villa, Manchester City, Newcastle, Southampton, any team, my friend Everton, Ebion, but this time at Anfield. Run of face checks a little bit tough for team my friend Liverpool, Arsenal, Everton, West Ham, Forest, Man United, Chelsea, any Fulham. But I'm expecting say a Villa Park, regardless of whatever it's in there for them. No, I think say Liverpool should be able to win when they go away at Villa Park. Or at the very least, one thing I'm very certain about saying over 1.5. If Liverpool against Villa Park and I say go, both teams definitely will be able to score. It's fine on that call. I won't say so much about it. We are expecting Senka at Bergamo there and Atalanta Bayer Juma. Rich. Atalanta for ne presse Club Brugge. Now Brugge for ne Siomachi.
Oh, number 9.
Yeah.
Brugge for number 9.
Yeah. Siomachi 3 times. First half 3-0. Ademola Lookman comes, scores the goal. Is okay, I'll be turning the game over penalty for him. No, I say no. And again, Pedro Gasperini is on him. Nientia, Ademola look one and far born is about penalty. No, Naretegui, any child Catalare or Horma.
No,
right. I didn't know Ademola look one. And it's about penalty. It is what he said. Lookman wasn't supposed to take the penalty. He is one of the worst penalty kick takers I've ever seen. And now for Ademola Lookman. Although Vincent Company, it's a shady, but the job got on and everything was done. Which, and the match is really trickier. I think say there are 2 of them confirmed. The first one that's confirmed for me is in Germany. Dortmund versus Team my friend Sporting CP. I think that Dortmund will qualify. Dortmund to qualify is probably the most assured bet there will be now. Because at the signal you do now, I think the Dortmund or Sporting CP Beshe, then there will be some over 1.5 goals. It won't waste too much time there. 3-0 away from home there. Dortmund should be able to get a job done, especially in a Sporting CP team. They are not playing too well. Sporting CP Forum, and the last time out, Oman started with Victor Gyökeres. There is a young, also Scandinavian centre forward, a friend Conrad, on the starting team, a good centre forward, but I don't think so or enough to upset Dortmund for at the signal they do now. I think that Dortmund for will go through. The next one is Paris Saint-Germain. Any team your friend of Brest also 3-0 away of Brestois there. I don't think so. Brestois will be able to turn it on. Or Wasansa more than 3 our league. I think so. And a Paris Saint-Germain winning over 1.5 is also very, very likely on the cast. Juve echo away to PSV 2 goals to 1. And then Juve have to make sure say they do their job in making sure so many results I want to put the Man City match at the very, very last because and only a more interesting Juve should be able to do their job. Anna away at PSV 2-1. I trust Juve say any shaka draw video mina. The two in the playoffs 3 Italian teams na name Milan out. Inti aka Inter on your automatic qualification. Any Juve. I really do think that Thiago Motta team they are very, very sound in terms of solidity on and off the ball. Send them control more games now. Again, their growth in terms of what they do on the ball and off the ball, especially against big teams. Send them against Tima. Your friend Inter Milan over the weekend. I'm expecting that they should be good. Federico Gatti and Renato Viega are 2 centre-back pairs. They are good enough to sustain pressure and then stay as long as possible. At least me say Juventus being a draw, and when you draw there, automatically they will qualify and they'll be able to go through. To at least Juve double chance there. It's something that is on the cards. Pep say, Man City will 1% chance pay, and into the tie is not dead. And for those of us who believe in football,
1 out of 10. 1
out of 100, tie and you're dead. Or you're dead now. You're dead to say, soon we are 14. You're dead. We know that there are big nights on Santiago Bernabeu.
1 out of 100 here.
Whoa. And nothing about more. And nothing about Madrid, Madrid. 1 out of 100, not 10 over. And it is not going to be easy. But I think that team my friend in Manchester City has what it takes. So Obi bet me upset it on one man. Maybe they have several times there. If there are 2 managers that can upset Madrid for her, then it is Carlo, it is Thomas Tuchel or Abenti, your friend Josep Guardiola, to be able to do the job with team, your friend in Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu. I say the aim is to play the same game as we did a week ago. That is going to be difficult. We have to work together in defense and in attack for a great night. Rich, in terms of how City will approach the game.
I know that. Especially when we now over Newcastle.
And see, against Newcastle, Pep used Erling Haaland as the offensive pivot. Offensive pivot in the sense that the City in your born. Haaland becomes the outlet, but then drops slightly. Or but then he drops like the second striker. Senegal pull the 2 centre backs out. And for a centre back like Antonio Rudiger, who is very aggressive and a little bit more erratic, it may happen. Me who sounds flick ADB Madrid for the last time on Municiano. Constantly dropping with Lamine Yamal and Rafinha. Constantly also with Abante friend Robert Lewandowski, and then quickly playing the one-touch passes, getting the striker to attack the spaces in there. I think it's going to be a hugely difficult game. The starting lineup automatic basis. Niayete from Carlo Ancelotti, and he said the centre back pair Rudiger and Abante friend Raul Asensio. Then we'll have Federico Valverde and Abante friend Fran on the other side. Then in the middle of the pack, we'll have some changes because Valverde Abanechi, then Rudiger is back. So maybe Orient Chimeni can go into the middle of the pack. Abante friend Akanji Enya fit also for this game. So it means that he's out. There were training videos. I say Jack Grealish 8 training here. Makase, the 2 players are Omoma City, that balance. One in midfield was John Stones. From out wide was my branch here friend Jack Grealish from the outside area. Because in a game like this, you can't afford to be playing against Real Madrid. And I think in the second half, how City power was that because there was no tempo controller on the wings, no pulse or hormone. Now on a constantly 100 km/h to say basketball end to end. If you do that against Madrid, then you are going to be in trouble. I think that the only time City for 1% can go to even 5% in this match is if they are able to exert some level of control over game. Because Madrid are masters of chaos. That is where Madrid will thrive. They want that. And so in the first leg, Madrid knew said the control will come from a branch of John Stones. So if you are looking at this on the tactical board, look at the position of John Stones to receive the ball centrally. Madrid phoning him. So almost every time they were in and around John Stones. John was calm every time to control the game and try to play out from there and dictate the pace of the game. I think that is where the game will tilt towards. How Madrid can really exert control or match him. And the first one is from John Stones. But the thing is that with Akanji out of the game, it means to say Oko Bandit for Man City for starting lineup now. You are most likely going to see John Stones at the back. And now Pep Guardiola said this season, only the 4 centre backs no playing together for more than one full match in that. They be all together just 90 minutes. It's not possible. It's injuries na hand. Which I think say Pep a mistake. In the second half of year Kanji film, one for centre back and by the Rico Lewis by. Which Rico Lewis does not stand a chance against Vinicius Junior. It won't work out. Rico doesn't stand a chance against Mbappe with pace and power and directness. On standing a chance against Vinicius Junior with pace and power and directness. Even the best of the best, Ruben Diaz, Simone Valdeor, they suffer in the hands of these two guys. So how much more Rico Lewis? And then just Rico need more, but he's a good player, technically very good. But in terms of physicality, directness, you don't get this from a certain boy, a friend Rico Lewis. And I think that majorly, Ubenya from a branch here, any of the centre backs never back. It's rich. Say me bo Ruben Diaz. Na me bo Ake Wechirorma. Na me bo Josko Vardiol at left backer. Which I'm tempted to today start with a branch here, your friend Kosanov on the other side. Send me your paper. Me bo Kosanov. Me pe centre back. Me pe aggressive guy. Obetiniama ako Vinicius Mukaka. Because it's a third goal that Madrid share. I think that's a centre backer. They found Vinicius Junior there.
On to channel.
Oh no, Chini Vinicius there over King Jaime Mokraji. Everybody will take a piece from Vinicius Junior because a Vini, a Mbappe. But the thing is that any easy man is
Ebi so a Pep so when it said you can Kusanova. Medin the buy in J.
Yeah.
Me could throw no two a big game more. Nan home pupo.
Who too much more centre back as a Chirasi. We all born at right back. It is
talking about Vinicius Junior.
So a very difficult wait, Ovin Saofa, Virgil van Dijk, Vinicius Junior, and Agro. Ubo even Rudiger, Vinicius Junior, and yes, small job for Vini, and yes, small job for Rudiger. Every centre back in area say Ronaldo, Raul, whoever, they will have a piece with Vinicius Junior. But the best ones like Jules Koundé, so almost or natural centre back in trade, but right backer. Onko Bebre 1. Or even Team Mambeshe Fiifi 2. And Oben Vinicius Junior because on him said these guys are very tricky. And that's why Pep brought him. I think say, oh yes, one more question of cry. A centre back should play here. And the reason why I want Kusanov, they say, City against Newcastle. No? He played with a branch friend Nico Gonzalez. Fiifi with Gunwan. And what's happened was that Rico Gonzalez and your bench friend Kai Gunwan were very, very good in terms of what you get from them. Physicality, technical ability. Rico Gonzalez and it was very, very important for them. Solid work done there. What I'm saying is that say you don't want to play Ikai Gunwan in the middle of the pack for 2 reasons. Chumeni, Kamavinga, Valverde, all of these boys, Ceballos will outrun him. More the legs more than him. And nothing even for Carlo Ancelotti. More Luka Modric in this game to start. Later in the game to come and manage the game, we'll have a yes edge man. So in the middle, give me John Stones and add Nico Gonzalez to it. Because we've understood from Pep. Say Rodri Jumano, Pep say Onimiye. Yes, he's not close to Rodri. He has a long way to go. But he knows how to do the Rodri job in the middle of the park to control. And my catcher say say Pep say Man City have 1% chance. The only time that 1% chance, every 1% chance, is if they get control. The first control should come from the wide areas in terms of centre backs. So how they will deal with the Madrid transitions in Vinicius Junior and I bet you friend Kylian Mbappe. Then in the middle of the park, so how they can control the ball. Then of course, Jack Grealish, I want Jack Grealish again from wide area to control the game. We know that Madrid will come in their regular 4-2-3-1, and near Madrid to force Pep into city control. It's a rich. Who said they be a Madrid impressive? But in the game that Madrid played against Man City at the Etihad, they pressed them. It was just momentous pressing. Anytime they are Madrid for the pressing, almost Sebon Ruben Diaz on him as a CMA, they won't press him.
Okay.
Sebon Edison Hodema, they won't press him. But essentially, what they do is say, "Bon Eben fifth one." Then they try to be aggressive on you and press because almost for some why turnovers, then they will create what we call the artificial transitions to try and hurt Manchester City. Which the game will be the same. Like matching. The same Man City trying to go and break down Madrid for, but Madrid needs control. For me, it is control against chaos and anyway. And some Madrid team the control now. And just 1 point, 1 goal difference between the two. Madrid and Madrid. And I know some Madrid obviously have the upper hand, but Pep Guardiola beats Marco Trua. They need that level of control from outside.
Come in a nutshell.
And people say they say Madrid will qualify.
Okay, but who could feed you?
Mimi Muno. Pep beats my action.
I see, but on paper
they say
Kofi, me can't chase it for. The woman say, I dare no empha.
Now we nyamiana.
Oh, min can't me. Oh, min can't say football no more. But the Pep Guardiola factor, Pep no win against Real Madrid at home.
But I mean, only good record.
My share Pep's only Pep problem.
Yes.
Real Madrid bia he overthink. Obedient and even or they recall lose by Madrid kill game.
But I say wow, so no need to question also.
Good. Anything I make catch us say. And especially so Real Madrid. No shall go. Young fans say you take 1-2 lead. Number to better take up. O show no ankasa. O show Pep na ankasa no jina to so confused. I feel bones on no year changes na Madrid that take over. And then you may up at your tour. It will happen again.
And it will happen again.
Ever since you were Santiago Bernabeu. City back out with go City back out with go. Pep say overthink ya changes no. Now remember the uniform.
Matter and then my in some match near my prediction of course Madrid most looks like they'll qualify, but go for any of them or bet slip so the match share and then all person could fix rich code no any go as in 3 code pay.
Okay.
Any ashisha boma yediama 1727BB6D 1727B167 1727A758. I think about 25 or 16 odds, any 10 or 20. And I'll go all the best of honor. Now I could child there. And a city for Belgium. Within the time.
Within the time. Why are they?